It's hard to tell a celebrity's age the majority of the time, especially with all the Photoshop and cosmetic surgery that we see these days. So there are some celebrities who are the same age and you would have no idea. Until now, that is, because today on Beyond the Screen we are counting down the top 10 celebrities you didn't know were the same age. I'm your host for this one, I'm Joss Bedard. Come say hi to us on social media. You can find our links down below, and to watch more of our videos, just click the playlist right up here. But for now, let's get to this top 10 list. Starting us off at number 10 is John Cena and Jason Earls. If you've ever seen a Hannah Montana episode, then you probably never thought anything about Jason Earls' age when he played Miley Cyrus's brother. Fans later realized that when the show started, he was actually 29 years old when playing his 16-year-old character, which is shocking because he actually looks like a teenager and still does. When comparing him next to actor John Cena, who is the same age as him, it's very hard to believe that this is actually true. They are both the same age, 43 years old, and coincidentally enough, they actually did a scene together on Hannah Montana back in the day. It's actually really weird for me who watched the show to think that during this scene they were the same age, but Jason was playing a teenager. Honestly, I had a harder time processing the fact that Jason was 29 years old when he was hired for Hannah Montana. Like, couldn't you just find a teenager to play the part? I don't get it. That is older than me right now, playing a 16-year-old. I don't get it. Up next, number 9 is Carly Rae Jepsen and Lady Gaga. I guess I never thought about Carly's age, but when she came out with her hit single Call Me Maybe, she was actually 26 years old. In the video, to me, she looked really young, and I guess I just assumed that she was like around 22 years old. Definitely younger than 26. Clearly, I was wrong because she's actually the same age as Lady Gaga. They are both 34 years old this year. Some people online said that they thought Gaga was older than that, but I think the most shocking part is seeing them in like the same age category. I don't know what it is, but their music careers played out during different times, so maybe it feels like they're in different age groups because of it. Technically speaking though, Carly is actually older. She was born in November 1985 and Lady Gaga was born in March 1986, so only certain parts of the year are they like 34 together. Cruising into number 8 is Michelle Obama and Sandra Bullock. Both ladies often get asked during interviews about their skincare and fitness routines because they look incredible for their age. I remember being really shocked a few years ago when I found out Sandra's age because she looks a lot younger than she really is. They were both born in 1964, making them 56 years old this year. Like what? In 4 years you're telling me they are going to turn 60? That is crazy because honestly, they look like they could be in their 40s. Michelle is older by 6 months. She turned 56 back in January and Sandra followed her and turned 56 in July. When asked what they do to keep themselves looking so young and fresh, they said collagen, and they swear by it. There's different ways to intake collagen, whether it's a pill, in smoothies, or in face gels. It helps improve skin elasticity and has tons of aging benefits, so I'ma go get me some, basically. Sliding into number 7 is Zendaya and Bella Hadid. Because Zendaya became known from Disney Channel, I think people often forget that she grows out of that at some point. I even have a hard time remembering that she's not a teenager anymore and she's actually 24 years old. That's enough for me to wrap my head around because it just makes me feel very old. But what's even more strange is that she's the same age as Bella Hadid, who I thought was a lot older than she was. Bella Hadid is a famous model and is actually the younger sister to Gigi Hadid. The two of them were born just 1 month apart. Zendaya just turned 24 on September 1st this year, and Bella is following close behind. She turns 24 on October 9th. If you are trying to do the quick math in your head, it means they were both born in 1996. Making their way into number 6 is Gwen Stefani and Jennifer Aniston. When it comes to Jennifer Aniston, one common topic of conversation is the fact that she's 51 years old and looks incredible. Literal goals. Plus, she's one of a few celebrities to fill her body and face with plastic, yet she looks better than most of them. Sorry. To learn that she is 51 is usually surprising in itself, but then to learn that she's the same age as Gwen Stefani is also very surprising. I'm not sure why, but personally, I just thought Gwen was much younger than Jennifer. They've both had very successful careers for similar periods of time, but they were in completely different genres, so we never see them working together. Jennifer has always been in the acting world and Gwen in music, so their two worlds just don't really collide. Jennifer turned 51 back in February, and Gwen's birthday is coming up in October. We've made it halfway. At number 5 is Madonna and Ellen DeGeneres. This one is a little crazy for me because they are both older than my mom, and I had it in my head that they would be younger or like at least closer in age. I don't know. Now I will not do my mother dirty and give up her age, but I will do that for Madonna and Ellen because it is already on Google. They are both 62 years old this year with 7 months in between their birthdays. Ellen was first and celebrated her birthday on January 26th, and Madonna celebrated hers more recently on August 16th. But similar to Jennifer Aniston, a lot of people talk about them and how great they look for their age. Personally, I think it is their style that has a lot to do with it. They both dress very modern in like younger fashion, you know what I mean? Like kind of hipster? I don't know what I'm trying to think of. I feel like Ellen dresses like a hipster. I don't know. They're both very fashionable is what I'm trying to say. In spot number 4 is Gigi Hadid and Post Malone. I never thought that they would be in the same number on one of my lists. And if we're comparing just looks, they definitely don't look like the same age in my opinion. I'm gonna give you guys 1 second to guess in your head how old you think they are. Like when you think of Post Malone separately, what age do you think of? Chris?
28.
Okay. Good guess. Tell me in the comments, guys. I want to hear your guesses. Turns out they are the same age, and as of 2020, they are both 25 years young. Gigi, who is now a mother to be pretty soon, turned 25 years old on April 23rd, and Post was just a few months behind and celebrated on July 4th. To think that at the beginning of this year they were both 24 years old is mind-boggling to me. I thought Post was in his 30s. That was my guess, like early 30s. So that goes to show how bad I am at guessing someone's age. Taking over the 3rd spot is Caitlyn Jenner and Meryl Streep. I'd be lying if I said that both of their ages as individuals didn't surprise me when I first found out. Mainly because my Nana is only a couple years older than both of them, and to think that Meryl Streep could be my grandmother is insane to me. They are both going to be 71 years old this year. Meryl is actually the older one. She turned 71 in June, and Caitlyn is still 70 until October 28th. People are more shocked about Caitlyn's age because she is Kylie Jenner's dad. It's a little strange to think that Kylie's dad is around the same age as my grandparents. But honestly, in this day and age, this isn't that uncommon. Kylie is only 23 years old right now, so her dad being 71 is a huge age gap, which means that she had Kylie when she was 48 years old. I mean, I can't be the only one who's like a little mind blown by this. Sniping our number 2 spot is Beyonce and Britney Spears. Even though they are both in the music industry together and have been for many years, they've never done a collaboration or worked together on a set. It's kind of crazy to think they haven't done a collaboration, seeing as both of their fans call them Queen Bee. Personally, I've only known Beyonce to be called Queen Bee, but Britney recently came out and said her fans call her that as well. Regardless of a collab, one thing they have in common is their age. They will both be 39 years old this year, which is also a little crazy to find out. I don't know why, I just think that Britney Spears doesn't age, apparently. Beyonce is a couple months older. She turned 39 on September 4th, and Britney is following suit on December 2nd. Maybe a collab will happen in the future. I am crossing my fingers. I would love to see that. I think that would be epic. Let's make it happen. Bring Britney back. Well, any Harry Potter fans, I'm about to blow your mind with this one. Coming into number 1 is Rihanna and Rupert Grint. You guys, I had to put this one at number 1 because it is so weird to me. I can't wrap my head around this. You're telling me that Rihanna is the same age as Ron Weasley from the Harry Potter movies? There's no way. There is, but whoa. It feels like they were from completely different decades. Like, does it not, or is this just me? Turns out they are the same age, both turning 32 years old this year. Rihanna celebrated her birthday on February 20th, and Rupert celebrated 6 months later on August 24th. I honestly didn't know how old either of them were before I had to research for this list, so this is all pretty shocking. But to find out they're only 4 years older than me is also a lot to take in. This whole number is just a lot to digest for me. Like, I honestly didn't think Ron Weasley was 4 years older than me. That's it? I thought he'd be way older. Mind-blowing, Chris. You would feel my emotion if you watched Harry Potter. This is crazy. Alright guys, that is our top 10 list. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did you know this? I I'm mind blown. Clearly I am like very emotional about this list. Let me know what you are thinking. But for now, I'm gonna end this video with comments from celebrities who will never work again, part 2. Raven Black says, shows how stupid our generation is. Adele should be thrown in jail for her hair. Yes, that comment was a little aggressive, whoever was trying to throw Adele in jail with no probation for her hairstyle. A little dramatic. David Lucas says, it's about time they cancel Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Yeah, I feel like they've done like 13 seasons, more than that, around there. But what I've seen online, people are pretty thrilled that this is canceled. I don't think anyone's too upset by it. I liked it, it was funny. Says who says, is Chris a real person? It would be great to see the whole crew. I don't know, Chris, are you real?
Nope.
Nope. Producer Chris is actually a robot, he's not a real human. You'll never know. Chase Wheaton says, is it just me or is Jake Paul's new song not trash? Honestly, the fact that you just told me Jake Paul has a new song is like mind-blowing. I won't even listen because I can already tell it's probably trash. But if you say it's not, sure. Alright guys, that's all I got. I'm getting out of here. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things. I've been your host Joss. I will see you next time. This was pretty shocking, Chris. I think I'm gonna blow your mind a little bit. There's so many on this list where I was like, how? I didn't even know. Mind blown. And like the rest of the cast was children. That's so random. He did a great job though. He was phenomenal as that role. But like how weird would that be? You're playing with like she was like 12 when she started. Did you hear that?
Oh yeah.
It literally gurgled. You're welcome.
Thanks.
I have a burp or throw up. Who knows?